As it's not, and 135 hit 128. It's back to $1.30 late in the piece. Clearly dominant here for race number 2 at Caulfield. Gold Bullion, probably the one to catch out in front for the Waterhouse Spot team. Blake Shin takes the ride. It's been pretty solid in betting. Sunsets gets out to 16. Apulia is out to 17. 23 for Gates, to be Frank 26, and Tokyo Run a $71 chance. Gators with the shorty Riff Rocket. All eyes on it to beat 4, 5 and 3 for his Gold Bullion. Hit $6 late, back into 5. It's had almost a month between runs off a Flemington win in the Derby trial where it got the better of Sunsets and Co. It's a $6.50 chance. Goes up a similar price here. $1.30 though, it's all about Riff Rocket. A tick under 2 minutes away from a jump. If you think it's going to bolt in today, it's a $2.80 chance for the Victoria Derby after this. Headlines a pretty hot little Derby field there as well. Who ends up there is a bit of a question mark, but Riff Rocket sits there at the top. And today, here at Caulfield, on Caulfield Cup Day, it's clear favourite for race number 2. Don't forget that tab promo as well. This counts here. Races 1 to 6, Caulfield, Randwick and Eagle Farm around the country. If you run 2nd and 3rd with your fixed odds win bets, you grab a bonus bet back in your tab account. Up to $50. Brad Davidson also sticking with Riff Rocket to go back-to-back at the top of the market clearly. Draws inside again for J-Mac and gives it a nice steer. The first was taken out by a Brave Meat in similar fashion. Posied up in behind the speed off the inside. Absolutely bolting on the turn. Just needed some luck and got it. And got over the top of a couple of Waterhouse Spot runners. The Caulfield Cup in race number 9. Early this morning, West Wind Blows and Gold Trip were both very firm. They're both about $6 chances now and dominate the feature in race number 9. Goes at about 5:15 Sydney time this afternoon. 40 seconds away from race number 2 at Caulfield. All eyes on Riff Rocket as we get to Matt Hill.
30, and then Sunsets at 15, Apulia at 16, and then 17 for Gates and To Be Frank at the gates. So getting in even tighter is Riff Rocket into $1.28 in. From $1.35, so tightening right up your latter races. Moving into the stalls, Caulfield getting set for the Neds Classic. Riff Rocket is in with also Gates and To Be Frank. In. Also Tokyo Runners in the stalls. Apulia with the barrier blanket joins them. Mickey D, of course, missed a crucial run in the Derby trial after playing up in the stalls. Tokyo Runners a little bit agitated. And Sunsets is going to be the last with Johnny Allen. He's got down to 53 today to ride Duke DeCessa in the Caulfield Cup. Sunsets comes up to complete it. Neds Classic. Been a Group 3 since 2005. They are ready. Favourite drawn barrier 1. Or Gold Bullion wanting to lift. Settles down again. And it looks as though all is in readiness. Assistant starters happy. Just waiting for the signal. No, Gold Bullion wanting to lift again and having to bail out this time, Blake Shin. Blake's okay, but it was the calm before the storm. Gold Bullion, who's been agitated there in barrier number 3, so they're going to have to back it out this time. So Gold Bullion, who is the second favourite, it is the only other chance in the race according to punters at $6, and Gold Bullion has been backed out in a bit of a mood. Tried to lift the first time, and then the second time he almost got his legs over the front gate. Blake Shin absolutely fine, and now the confirmation coming through from Scales. Gold Bullion vetted Hayley Addison on Scales this afternoon, and so Gold Bullion being trotted up, the vet having a very close look. And she doesn't look completely convinced at this stage. Blake Shin over there as well, having a word with the vet. So we'll get an announcement shortly. Jockey of Apulia, Michael D, is just off his charge as well, taking the weight off his colt. Now, official word is coming through. Pass fit to start, Gold Bullion. Gold Bullion pass fit to start. So Shin is back aboard and will load up immediately. We've only got a field of 7, but there's a swag of attendance in there with the Carlton Draft outfits on as Gold Bullion goes up and the field is set. The Neds Classic and racing immediately. Sunsets towards the outside, broke well with also Tokyo Run. To Be Frank and Riff Rocket not far away on the rails. Then Gold Bullion, who's probing up to dispute 3rd and 4th. 2 further back as Gates, and Apulia is at the tail of the field. They're about to start the climb with 1,500 metres to go. The leader is Tokyo Run by a half length to Sunsets, who perches up outside the pace. A length and a half, Gold Bullion got the trail. 3rd outside of Riff Rocket. They were followed by To Be Frank, Gates and last Apulia as they run by the 1,300 metres. The leader is Tokyo Run. Opie Bosson looks to control it from here by a length. In second place is Sunsets, a length and a half to Riff Rocket at an even speed. Gold Bullion in 4th place. 2 lengths away to Be Frank, and then came Gates, and last of all is Apulia. 1,100 metres to go. It's Tokyo Run by 3/4 of a length to Sunsets, and they're 2.5 to Gold Bullion. Then came Riff Rocket, pretty relaxed at this stage, 4th on the fence. A length and a half to Be Frank, and then came Gates, and last of all is Apulia. Through halfway at the 1,000 metres, and there's no pressure up front where Tokyo Run, as it likes, from Sunsets, who just gets a little bit closer, about a head away now. About a length and 3/4 Gold Bullion, and then came Riff Rocket, 4th the paint at the 800. A length away To Be Frank, Gates, and Apulia would spot the speed about 5 lengths. So Tokyo Run stacks them up just in front of Sunsets, approaching the 600 metres. Gold Bullion about to ease 3 wide. Riff Rocket trying to get off the fence. Then came To Be Frank, who sools up 4 deep. Then came Gates, who's waited with, and Apulia's only 3 off the lead and starting to get going. Up to the corner, 400 to go. Sunsets up to Tokyo Run. It's going to be a sprint to the judge. This might suit Riff Rocket, who hooks to the middle of the course now. Then came Apulia, and back in the field is Gates. Sunsets at the 200 metres. Riff Rocket about 3/4 of a length away, eating into the lead. Sunsets at the 150. Riff Rocket trying hard. Sunsets just in front. Riff Rocket won't quite get there, and Sunsets has lasted from Riff Rocket. Photo 3rd, Apulia or Gates. They were followed next in the field by Gold Bullion, in company then with, towards the inside, Tokyo Run and To Be Frank.
Riff Rocket goes under. Sunsets causes the upset. Pays out to $16. John Allen gets it home at $3.50. Place tickets as well. 3rd's pretty tight in behind. Judge can have it. We'll pass on. 5-2 photo. Riff Rocket goes under at $1.28 in race number 2. Leave it there from Caulfield. Te Rapa race number 6.